Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the hurdle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it up.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Commanders and the Chiefs, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's the second week of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders are hoping to provide stability for each other starting in 2022. It's the 3rd team in 3 years for Wentz and the 4th starter in 4 years for Washington. The big thing with Wentz has always been staying on the field. And last season in Indianapolis, he played a full 17 games, leading the Colts to a 9-8 record and almost into the playoffs.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And getting 10 back as that sets him up for 4 down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yards that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Dancing to his left.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, he gets establishing as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give him a huge play. They're going to get first test in containing a quarterback on the run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Alex Erickson. Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. There will be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means if I want to run it inside, if you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Wentz. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. 5 yards on 1st down, and just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense got pressure that time. But sometimes it gets that.
Washington with a football move to begin quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. And a throw there going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for the 2nd quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback. Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Wentz now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's a 3rd down. Play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. It should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Mahomes. The 20, 5, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Wentz now on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. So a touchdown apiece, that's what... A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Okay,
Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Now a first down carry by Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
A first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. That's caught left side by the tight end Ray. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Noah Gray, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, 79 yards. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14.
The computer said no.
Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
See what you got for check on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Haney. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's great. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Haney. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw again. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around, Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, where we know he just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Heineke now. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with McKissick. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
McKissick again on second down. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Yeah, going to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They followed up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Big third down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Henney. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Jones. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Heineke now in the Washington offense. Down 17-14. A little over 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Got McKissick. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Wow.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. He'll air this one out deep for Sims.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Come on.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now Hinney. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, but it's going to be second down. Hinney. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well.
Tie game. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? Excuse me. You'll practice all the time now. How about that, y'all?